Hello everyone, it is only me. Obviously it's only me. Right, we're on the Lantern Festival Dragon. We've done this square. Hold on. There you go, you can see what it's starting to look like. Very nice. I couldn't believe how long that took me there. Looked like, like this one, it looks like, oh, it'll be done in no time. And that as a complete. Oh, what's going on here? Do you know what? I like these Diamond Art Club things, but for one thing, I've got to keep checking. Because at times it feels like there is a drill stuck in it. And the thing is that I found drills in it, and I'll just show you for an example. We want them, whoops, where is it? We want them like that. But quite a few times they go in like that. And then we just pressing in, and it disappears in. And because it's the same, whoops, I will get there on this, Gov. Because I'm trying to do it and I'm not left-handed. But because it's the same width as the thing, it can disappear quite a way in, and so we don't realise it. Whereas with the wider ones, which is what I was used to, the wider ones, if it did disappear, you would always kind of like see it, because it could move around. It wouldn't just go in directly down, you know, it wouldn't go in directly like that. It would, you know, go at a bit more of an angle, and so you could see it more. So I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. Bloody frustrating though. And I keep wondering whether we actually need it to be as wide. I suppose for strength wise maybe, but surely they could, you know, lower the recess, so the recess is not like from there to there. You know, we could have half of this covered and just have a very thin layer of putty. That might work. And I would try it with sort of possibly putting some hot glue down into this and smoothing it off enough. But then, shall we say, these things aren't cheap. See, it's doing it again, which does make me think there is one caught in there. No, there isn't. Weird, because it does feel like there's a lump, a bump. Oh well. Oh dear. See, look. Right, let's do this. It's such an annoying thing. Ugh. All right. Oh, I had to see the podiatrist yesterday. That was very good. But after my operation on my ankle, my knee, mainly on that side, keeps getting affected. Not infected, affected by it. So my foot, instead of being like that, it sort of goes like that a bit, which then puts pressure down this bit and then up towards my knee, and it makes my knee hurt because I'm all out of alignment. And so seeing the and of course when I was wearing those compression socks, they buggered up my big toes, fucking giving them a fungal bloody infection. Baskets. Not surprising because they were bloody tight. No amount of changing them, you know, daily or whatever. I had 2 pairs and I was forever swapping them over. And, you know, I did all that, what I was supposed to, and it still happened. And not only that is, it made those 2 toes not grow. My 2 big toes, because obviously they're the ones sticking out most, aren't they? And it made them not grow as quickly as the others, because it was like compressing them back in. And so of course with that pressure going back in, it created ingrown toenails, but ones that you don't really notice, but you notice when you touch them, because there's nothing to notice outwards because you weren't seeing them outwards. And so she dealt with those, and oh my god, it was so painful, but oh my god, it felt so good. She just clipped them down. Apparently, can you believe this? I said, well, what's the alternative? And she said, oh, well, we're now doing surgery. And basically it's removed the nail. And it's like, what? So what you used to have was, they go in, they cut it down the side, and then they'd put some acid down to stop that side bit from growing again. But now they're just going straight into removing the toenail, which I thought was really bad. I mean, my first thought was, oh god, remove the toenail, no thank you. And then I suddenly thought, for God's sakes, I'm old enough. Feck it, if they need to, they need to. But then I stopped, luckily, because she just did what she did. She just snipped them, and she showed me the pointy bit that was actually going into me on one foot. I went, oh blimey, yeah. And she goes, yeah, that would have been. And I said, yes. And then on the other foot, she said, oh yeah, this one's doing similar, but it's my nail had attached itself to the skin, where I suppose the skin was growing over my nail, and it had attached itself. And so it was basically pulling on it, which wasn't helping. So it was digging in and pulling on it. And I thought, oh, wow. But to be honest, that side wasn't the most painfulest. When she was attacking the other side, oh my god. And the size of the clippers that she was using. She wasn't using those, oh, where are they? Oh, I had a pair there. She wasn't using those. She was using like scissors type snips. Not snips, you know, the foot ones. And oh my god, they were big. And you having to shove that hard, thick bit down into me, into one side of my toe, so she'd get the angle on it. Bloody hell. Boy, was it painful. I remembered what the Tobro would say. I think it was the Tobro. Well, I've been attributing it to the Tobro. It says, if you do feel like it, you know, moving your foot, because it's painful or whatever, you know, when we're doing this thing, don't just push your heel down into the chair thing. So I was trying to do that, which was a bit hard at times because a lot of the time my foot was on, but the end bit of my foot wasn't actually resting on anything. But I managed. I come away with a dressing on that foot, and she's got me to do, because they wanted me to do these exercises of standing on my toes, and I couldn't bloody do them. Well, on my bad foot, no way. Stand on tippy toes. And basically hold the way up. Granted, I was allowed to hold onto a chair, but there was no way I could do it. I could do it just about with the other foot, but it wasn't very good. But with my left foot, no. I think my heel came about that much off the ground. And it was very, woo. And so then she checked my other foot and sort of put my hand, her hand going up and up my thing. And that hurt. That got a bit of pain there. And so she then said, right, you have a thing called tibialis posterior. No, where's that other piece gone? There it is. Post-tibia dysfunction. Post-tibia dysfunction. Which, when I've done a proper looking, do you know what it says for that? It says it's kind of like flat feet, but acquired flat feet. But yet they have to give it a posh name. So actually, there's a lot more to it. So, like we were told, well, we were led to assume back in the day, oh, flat feet, oh, blimey, there's nothing wrong with flat feet. It's just one of those things that quite a lot of us have, and you just get on with it, you know. It's nothing, whatever. It's just your feet are flat, as opposed to where the arches should be. Yeah, but I can see why they've changed it now, because actually it's a lot more to it than that. Because the mechanics of the foot, with arches up, with arches down, you go inwards, and then it can affect your whole leg and your whole. So I'm wondering whether some of that has perhaps affected my back and my out of kilter, because it feels like all of me's sort of, you know, from my feet. So we will see. And they gave me some insoles, and they said, right, don't wear them all the time straight away, because A, your feet are kill, and also B, apparently if you wear them too quickly, they don't have a chance to train in, and so they'll be no good. So I'm start off wearing them an hour a day. I mean, I wore them home because I was out yesterday, and that was longer than a bloody hour. Only just. Bloody hell, it hurt. And I've put them on today. And, oh, yeah, you don't half notice it. Even though I'm sitting down, I'm not actually putting pressure on my feet by standing and walking. I can still notice them. But we will see how well these work. Oh dear. Something else which I really do need to check out on and just keep an eye on, and that is I had the Living Well people from when I did that assessment, online assessment about trying to get a bit of help in helping me to organise myself. And this team called Living Well, social prescriber and social whatever thing, phoned up. And this wasn't the only one. It's happened the other day as well. Quite a few times actually now it's happened. Whereas I had to leave today. I had to leave an answer machine message because I missed the call because I was asleep. And I missed the call from the Living Well team first off. And so I had to call back. And then I got an answer machine that said, leave your name and number. So I left my name. When it came to my number, oh my God, I could remember the code. I could remember that bit on my mobile phone. And I remembered some of the numbers, but not in the right order. And I was like, And I said, I hung up on that one after that one. And then I had to go and check what my number was and write it down. And then I had to phone them back up and then give it. Bloody bizarre. But that's happened a number of times now. Don't know whether it's just because I'm tired or whether it's something a little bit more that I really do need to keep an eye on. I mean, my dad's mum had Alzheimer's. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it. Because, I mean, I don't understand why I could forget that, because that is something I've used so many times and it just rolls off the tongue usually. But God knows. But I will definitely keep an eye on it. These are definitely resin drills, that's for sure, because I tell you what, some of them are really trashy. And that's one thing I've noticed about resin drills. And whilst it is frustrating at certain points, I find it kind of reassuring. Yes, I don't know what this person's going to suggest. I couldn't make the first appointment because it's Mondays and it would be next Monday. And next Monday I have an ultrasound. That reminds me, I've got to book up my smear. It's come to that time again. I mustn't leave that too late because I've had to have quite a bit of work before. Hysteroscopies, colposcopies. DNCs and all kinds of things. I don't think I've got much of a cervix left actually, because they've bloody well taken lots of it away. But I better keep getting it checked. I think I find one of the worst things now when you're going for a bloody pap test, smear test, is that they ask, sorry if you don't want to know, but they ask, when was your date of your last period? And it's like, mate, I'm premenopausal. I'd have a better chance you telling me when it was. But well. Bloody hell. The older you get, the more things you just add to the list, isn't it? Because now I can add that bloody foot thing to my list. Jeez. It's just nuts. Except guess what? Because of the stigma and all what I've just said about why don't they just call it what it is, you know, which is certain sort of flat foot type thing, I certainly won't be saying that. Oh, I've got flat feet. Just because of what it used to be like. You know, stigma. Back in the day of flat feet. And you just sort of think, you just thought, I don't want to have that. You know, having to go through the conversation, somebody, you know, saying, oh, and me having to say, you know, going to the mechanics of it all when they don't really give a damn, you know, and it's like justifying myself. So I will just use that and let them work it out. Because it is bloody crazy. Oh, that's an idea. Let's just check. See if it's gone through to my my medical records yet. No. Okay. I'm going to see if that makes any difference. They give you so many flipping ways to using your NHS account. I've done that one. Bloody hell. They haven't got half of mine on here. Go to the NHS and it's the, you know, the main bits, and it's got my ENT appointments and things like that. But it doesn't say some of the other tests that I've had to go for. Waiting list. Ear, nose and throat. Date referred 8th of April 2024. Waiting for appointment. Average wait time for treatment 23 weeks. I finally got to be seen on the 25th of January. Is that more than 23 weeks? I think it might be. Oh God, that is so funny. Not funny, really. I want to be able to bloody well book my book a GP appointment online. Can't do it anymore. Ever since freaking COVID, they just won't let us. Oh, bugger off. What? Did I press the wrong button? I was supposed to have done that back, not back on my bloody thing. Oh. What is that? Acute short-term medicines, and they've got me Gaviscon Advance and me vitamin D on there. They should be in the long-term ones. Oh dear. Sorry, I haven't been round this this thing before. Cannot book. I don't like the fact that the GP surgery have then sourced out, shall we say, for one of my health documents, you know, if I want to get any copies of anything like that. This service is provided by Accurix Limited. Your GP surgery has chosen this online consultation service provider. What if I don't want them to have that? I don't like the thought of another company, which I was completely unaware of. That's the thing. And then there's this other one where if you want to see various things, you've got to go through Patients Know Best service. Ooh. Oh. Imaging results. And I think, oh, wow, that's going to be pretty good. And guess what? I know I've had some. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Oh my God, I can add the things. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Is this a do-it-yourself thing? Is this... What a load of absolute mongooses. You can use these quick links to view your appointments, appointment letters, etc. More test results being added. By registering with PKB, you can view healthcare information that's relevant to your care. Well, I've been added. I don't know how long. Telephone video appointments. Waiting list. What's it saying I did not attend? What appointment? That is really weird because I always phone up. Don't get it. I would have phoned up if I didn't know. If I knew I had an appointment. Apparently I've got to add the files. Oh, that's ridiculous. At any rate, that is not getting this painting done, is it? Look at that. 30 minutes and I've only done that. Eesh. Right. Joke, really, isn't it? Oh, I know what I haven't done. Oh, for God's sakes, here we go. Sidetrack again, sidetrack again. Can I just stop? Right, this is the last sidetrack, I promise. I'm waiting for this bloody thing to turn up. Oh! 6p and an 8p, so I've got 14p. You all know what I've been doing. Didn't get anything yesterday. Right, that's that. So how much have I got in my credit balance so far? Now I've got 14p added to that, so that's 94p. Yeah, 94p. There it goes. Right. I don't know. So I'm wondering what this lady's going to be from Living Well, what she's going to do. But well, you know, it's weird though, because quite a lot of people around here are very suspicious about, you know, social care, social services, and things like that. So they have this complete fear about them. Which, you know, in some parts I can see is understandable, but in another part, it's like, I think it's kind of like a bit irrational, because they can help you. I mean, when I came out of the hospital, no, even before then, I'd already had some input from the social care people for my back. They'd already given me a stool for my shower and assessed. So it's oh, both those are upside down. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Da, 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 da. Oh dear. Let's do a bit of teaing, shall we? That noise is teaing, as I call it. It's pouring tea from there to there. That is called teaing. Still very hot. I love a good bit of teaing. My daughter got her her thingamajig, her birthday present. I had to redo it, didn't I? And send it to her. So I got her 2 different little books, which I've heard, well, one of them I've definitely heard great things about, and that's mainly from, what's her name, Emily Cromwell Designs on YouTube. She does all kinds of bookish merch. She also points out the books that she's been reading and what she thinks of them. Which I would sooner hear people's reviews from normal people, as I call them, as opposed to all these bloody critics and everything else, because, you know, sorry, but you don't have to give the long-winded, boring version of reviews and things like that. I didn't ask you, Siri. Love you, Siri. But go away. Yeah. So, oh, God. Oh, did do it. Forgot I had my tea in my hand as I was shaking that. My hand was shaking. Luckily, it landed on the plastic. Oh, for God's sakes. I'll keep that out. Guaranteed I'm going to do it again. All right. Yeah. Oh, and I think Mara should have got her parcel by now. Well, a little parcel it was. Right, let us see. Let us see. Oh dear. Oh God, I got in space out mode. Right, where was I? Can't think, what was I doing? Ah yes, Mara's parcel. Oh, for God's sakes. Thanking you. Right, now I need to go to reports, dispatched orders. There it is. Hey. Huh. Right, let's do a copy. And then we go to Royal Mail tracking. Put in the number, track. Well, they've got it. They got it on the 5th of February. And it hasn't gone anywhere. Please select one of the options. What if you gave me an option? When will my item arrive? Well, I used my account, click and drop account. Recently updated, Canada. Import systems. Regularly change required by the EU. Focus on continuing to improve the security of parcels shipped internationally. It allows customs authorities to identify items which may require control earlier in the supply chain and take the appropriate action. Sending countries must provide the required parcel customs information. This means that any item that requires customs declaration, including gifts, samples, goods and other categories, must have relevant customs documentation attached and associated. Electronic data must also be supplied. You can use an improved raw mail or third-party shipping solution where this is captured, so you can continue exporting with the required compliant electronic data from... What? Flipping heck. Talk about making everything so much more complicated. I mean, if you're a business, then yeah, you'd have to know this information. But if you're just sending a gift, you know, you're not going to know all this. I don't know. So it might just still be stuck at bloody whatnot. On my post office. Mara, if you're listening, has your parcel turned up yet? Because I'm so confused with this service. I mean, I used to send quite often abroad, but that was a fair few years back and everything's changed since then. Of course, I haven't needed to keep up with it. And also it was a lot lemon easier because we were still in the EU. Not that it mattered because, you know, I sent mainly my parcels through to America, Canada, etc. Australia. And I knew all the tariff codes and things like that. Oh, I'm just wondering, does the parcel, it surely would send straight to Canada, wouldn't it? It wouldn't send it via the USA first, would it? Like, send to USA, then has to swap planes to Canada. Because then I can see there could be an issue with what Trump's doing and his tariff system and all his, I don't know what he's doing. He's still calling flipping Canada his 51st state. Well, he can call that till the cows come home. He's in, like, we'll call him a pillock. He'll still always be a pillock in my eye. 51st state. Good God. Who does he think he is? Muppet extraordinaire. And that, even that's an insult to Muppets. I know. Can someone, maybe we could all get together and cause a, you know, plan a reason for him and Musk to get up and go to Mars. And then that's it. At least we'll get a reprieve. Yeah. Problem is, they'll probably get there to Mars and the Mars Customs Service will turn around and say, nope, sorry. We're now going to send you to a holding bay. That could be quite funny. You're now going to Uranus. And not the nice place in the States. But the planet. Yes. Flipping heck is all I can say. Bloody idiots. And the thing is, though, that a lot of the people are believing it. It's like, oh, no, don't. Why are you believing it? Maybe it's just natural selection. I don't know. I mean, yes, each to their own, freedom and free speech and all that, but come on, folks. You do realise you're pissing in the wind and the wind's going back at you. Oh, well. Oh, why am I putting that away? Tit. I meant to get the bloody... this thing to do these last little bits. What a muppet. Muppet show tonight. Oh dear. Having a weird dream earlier last. It was very weird. It was like I was seeing a film in front of my eyes going around, but it was on its side. But it was like I was reading some document of some sort, but at the same time as reading it, this film came up, and it was exactly what was happening in that was exactly what I was reading. And I mean, it was exactly what was happening, down to some very strange things. There was a room, what I remember, I don't remember much of it. I should have written it down when I woke up, but I knew it was significant at the time. And it was this room, and there was quite a few men in there, and then there was one man at a table, and his hands were just on the table like that. And he was being asked all kinds of things. But it was so crazy because I was seeing that, and all of a sudden it was like what I was reading to create that vanished, and I was just watching the screen, seeing what was coming up. And then it was like what the man on the table doing that, what he was talking about, I could see this other little, it was like a film there, a film there, and a film there kind of thing at one point. I mean, at one point it was a big film, and then I had like one film there, and another film there, and his was that one. And I saw what he was talking about vividly as he was there saying it. And then this person would ask something, and his film was even weirder. His film would be like scenarios as he was trying to understand this person. And I don't know whether this person was a criminal or something like that, or whether he was part of the team, because there was some kind of thing going all the way around through them. But it was interesting. I mean, one, I thought it was like spy-like type thing. But this person, when he was there listening to this guy, I could see what this guy was talking about. And you could tell whether there were some things that were a little bit off, because they just didn't look right. And so you knew there was some part which he was trying to push over to the other people, because it just looked differently. I can't describe it, because it was like in black and white. It was all in black and white. And but it was like some different shade of grey that sort of was a little bit fuzzy around the edges. And that's when I thought, no, that bit isn't quite true. He's not telling a lie, but he's not telling the truth either. And this guy was there listening to what he was there saying, and you could see his film was like of all the workings out of, you know, going down different chutes, which was horrible to watch, because it was like 1 minute you'd be going down one, you'd be watching it and it'd be going one way, and then all of a sudden it'd veer off and it would completely change track and it would go on to another bit, and it was so weird. And one of the other guys who was there, he didn't say much, but what he did say, it was like these two were talking to each other. The person with his hands on there and this other guy were talking to each other. But the other guy didn't realise, because he was too busy going off on various tangents. But yeah, that's what I remember. I don't know any more of that, but it was interesting. I did wake up very discombobulated, thinking, but well, right, so I've done those ones are behind there, right. So there we go, an hour in. All I've done is the O's, and I've told you a really weird dream that I had. Or was it a dream? It didn't feel like a dream, but it did feel like a dream. Oh, I don't know. some of this blue. That one out. Definitely that one. I'll leave that one for now. Otherwise I'll get them confused. This one is those things that are slant. Yeah, very strange. It's weird though, because it sort of felt like, or feels like, I don't know if I'm telling you those other dreams that I have where I'm flying, and it seems like it's like part of that, you know. Where over several dreams I learnt to fly, you know, to raise up off the ground and hover and float, really. I suppose it's floating more than flying. And I'm wondering if this is my next. The next thing. Very strange. Interesting though. And no, I haven't been anally probed by any aliens. Mind you, would I know? Would I know? Or signed up to some secret spy mission. Too much of a bloody coward, I wouldn't do that. Either way. If anybody wants to turn it into a book, please remember where you got the idea from. That was it. Get over. Oops, no. But you can go there. Ow, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go, Beelzebub. How's it all? Oh, God, I just hate that when it happens. Yes. Oh, come on. Wonder when my flipping Temu parcel's going to arrive. I think we've got neighbours now at last. I think we have, because I heard noises yesterday. Well, I hope we've got neighbours and not opposed to people who shouldn't be there. You thought I'd have been told, though. Oh, come on. Hey. Wish I hadn't done this one. Wish I'd left this one to last. Would be easier then just to filler it in. Paintings is everybody else working on? Are they loving it or hating it? Or wishing they'd chosen the other one to do? Have you ordered any more paintings? If so, which ones are they? How do you decide what painting next you work on? You know, say if you've got a load in your stash, because I notice a lot of the time is the ones that I bought early on, they're still sat there, even though at the time I was so desperate I had to have them and I so wanted to do them. How do you get to work on those sort of back paintings, you know? Done all down there. Yeah. I wish I could remember more about that dream. But I suppose if it's anything like my floating dream, maybe tonight I'll have an extra bit. It might happen again and I'll see more. I hope so. I suppose that next thing will be to adapt it to the real world, or whichever is the real world. So at this moment it feels like it's part of the bloody Matrix. We are living in a simulation. We're all part of the Truman Show. Or we're going to be a part of, it's like The Prisoner. That's what it could be likened to. If ever anybody's seen The Prisoner, the 1960s series. Patrick McGee. I don't know, can't remember. But it's I'm not a number, I'm a free man. Place where all ex-spies go to finish out their days because they're too dangerous to be out and about. That's when I found out being some part of an experiment. And then they thought they'd wiped my brain, but slowly bits are coming back. God. I'll be on my scooter being chased by strange men with dark glasses and overcoats, trench coats, holding newspapers. Oh dear. Well, that would be something to tell the grandkids, wouldn't it? Well, grandkids, in my past life, and I mean that, my past life, I was something. Don't ask me what. But hey, because I don't know. What am I using this pen to do? That's better. Makes me think actually that the table held some sort of projection, because the bloke had his hands like that, but I didn't see the others with their hands like that, so I don't quite know. I got the feeling that they didn't know about but it couldn't have been a projector, because if it was, then the other two would know about it, would see exactly like what I saw. I don't know. If I get a knock at the door, some men holding out an MI6 thingamajig and then getting me to sign the Secrets Act, oh, I know there's something more to it. But then I'd be curious as to what was there. Oh dear. Right, I think I'm going to finish this colour, she says, and then I will continue off camera. School's kicking out. see me grandkids on Sunday, I think. So yeah, take a photo of that stitched Lego. Maybe I'll take a photo of it all and then I can put it in a little photo album for them all. Get a picture of them holding it. Oh dear. Oh, my eyeballs. I think it's time I went for an eye exam. Right, I think that is that. Okay, shall I just do the pink and the yellow ones as well? Come on then. Okay. Let's, pink and the yellows, that's A. Might regret this because this is what took me a long time last time. Four, three. Golly. Two, three. Oh, get off. Right, let's just, oh, God's sakes. Try not to lean on this wire. That's the A's. Yeah. I might put the telly on for a bit later. A bit of Freeview. But the problem with that is I hate it for the freaking ads. I mean, I have to say I don't like the ads that are on YouTube, so I pay for premium. And I think because I got used to that, when I see an ad, it's like, oh, for God's sakes. I think what it is on the telly is that you don't just see one ad, do you? It'd be all right if they're all different, but no. They repeat themselves over and over and over again. So you sort of, you can, you know, you can mouth off word for word what each flipping bloody ad was. You just sort of think, oh please, I don't want to know about drain cleaner. Or whatever else it is. Yes. Right, are they all the A's? C's, E's and K's. Then 4 and 6 and 3. C's and K's. Oh, and E. 3, 4 and 6. There we go. K. Just because it's the first one to hand. K. When I think I have finished the K's, I spot more. I wonder how many spare there will be at the end of this painting. Because if it's anything like Diamond Art Club, you're probably only left with like 2 or 3 of some colours. It's K's. Oh, picked up E's. Right. E. 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 Oh, for God's sakes. Right. don't worry about it looking a bit messy like this, because when you get to finally filling them all in, they all squash down, go into their spaces. So I let them be wild while they can. Obviously some get to be more wild than others, and others get to be absolutely livid. Words are interesting, aren't they? You know, how we learn them. There's some words which were, you know, ever so big and complicated, and yet, you know, what makes us know them, know what they mean? How many times did we hear them for us to know? Oh, there goes the post. Won't be giving me anything nice, like a "you have won £250,000 on the postcode lottery." Now that would be nice. Or it could be an MI6 are inviting you to an interview on such and such a date. Please come alone, and mention the words "we fly at dawn and there is no sunshine in the east." Etc. But no, it might like to be a letter from my bank, a statement for the month, a boring one, and I don't know why I'm still getting them, considering I have done it, so I shouldn't be getting any statements through like that. But well, do you know what? All I can do is think about what it is. I'm going to have to go and have a look in a minute, and I'll probably regret it. Right, BRB. Oh God, my back. Oh God, these shoes. Oh, these insoles. Ouch. Right. Oh yes, it is. It's a bloody statement from my bank. I was right. And a local eyes free rag that they seem to send every week, and every week I do the same thing. I put it in the recycling. Ooh, I might not be doing that this week. I found a crossword. Oh geez. Oh, that's Timothy. 5 is Timothy. Timothy West, Timothy Dalton, and Timothy Spore. Eclipse is 13. Astronomical event, can be solar or lunar. And Boleyn, second, oh, is it Anne of Cleves? Second wife of Henry VIII. Example in, I think. B-O-L-E-Y. Oh, I don't know. C-L-E-V-E-S. It could be Cleves. Can choose. Oh, yes, it was Cleves, because he was with Cleves. And then he had Boleyn after, because she was a bit on the side. She came in. I think that was the one. UK's smallest bird of prey. K-E-S-T-R-E. Oh, no, not falcon. Oh, I know it. It's in my tip of my tongue. No, can't think. Aerial signal receiver. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. The Moor of Venice Shakespeare play. Oh, for goodness sakes, a type of biscuit. Well, it could be anything. Oh dear. Explanation of how the universe began. Is that Genesis? Genesis. Yes, that'd be Genesis. Okie dokie. And I got attacked by some draglings. I know, draglings, you're pissed off that I didn't continue with you. I went straight on to this one. I know. I shall be back to you. Right, C. Now I want to fill in those questions, now those answers that we knew, just to see if I could get any more from some of the letters. I don't know. See. Oh, I had some lovely macaroni cheese the other day. Shame I didn't have any bacon for it. I forgot to get some old macaroni when I was out. I had to go to Morrison's for that. Get it in the box. Right. Okay, here we go, folks. Sidetrack. All right. Right, 5 down. Is it Timothy or Timothy? Oh God! All of a sudden I can't spell. No, it's not Matthew. It's Timothy. I was right. Should have stuck with me first. Blooming why shouldn't I? 7. Genesis. 13 down. Eclipse. 8 across. Something tells me it wasn't Genesis. I thought I'd been ever so clever, but if it's bikini, 8 across, unless Genesis is spelt with a, what is it? Big Bang. But Big Bang to my mind is it's 2 words. Genesis is the start of something. Okay. No, I can't do 9 across because I'm going in the other one, so. It's such a perfect day. That's in jury and the blockheads, but there's no room for the blockheads. and Walk on the Wild Side. 20 across. Tropical. 23, is that stamen? Yep. Pollen producing part of a flower. 17 down. And Seymour, Cleves, Berlin. And yet they've got an A. Okay, let's try 22 across. Andalusian town, haven't got a clue. Aerial signal receiver. Satellite is all I can think of, but you don't spell it that. Inventor is innovator, I think. 15 down. Nope, it's not inventor. Huh. I'm not very good at this, am I? Maybe I think I'm getting Anne Boleyn. That is definitely her surname, but Anne of Cleves. And what's her surname? That's the one. Let's do a bit of a check. Choose the fourth wife. Oh yeah, Anne Boleyn. Anne Bassett. Bassett, as in Basset Hound, or Stafford. Married a Madge Shelton. I love that. That's complete and utter, you know, homely name. Anne Stafford or Anne Bassett. Second wife, so it'd be Anne Bassett. Nobody said anything about not looking it up. Aero Signet receiver, not antenna. Could be antenna, except Bassett would be wrong then. Aerial signal receiver. Don't know. 18 down. Contusion blemish caused by injury. Something D. Bruise. B-R-U-I-S. Bruise fits. But then the injury can't be right. Maybe I got that wrong. You're probably shouting at me saying it's not bloody injury. Such a perfect day, Oasis. No? Yeah, it's not injury, is it? The blockheads. Lou Reed! Lou Reed! For fuck's sakes! So it's not Bassett. Oh. I used to be so good at these. Right, okay, so the 12th, the second wife of Henry VIII. Of course it was Lou Reed. Of Henry VIII. Alright, who is it? It says it's Anne Boleyn. after Catherine of Aragon, not Anne of Cleves. So was Catherine of Aragon? No, I thought it was Anne of Cleves. See where I'm learning this from is from my Carry On Henry or whatever it was. As she sat in the bed, is it Jane Sims or whatever it was, sat in the bed eating garlic. And it can be antenna now. Yay! I started off so well. Oh God. Oh, picked or selected, is that chosen? Yes. So what was that one? 25 down. It can't be 25 down. 15 down. Innovator. Innovator. If you're an innovator, you are not an inventor, obviously. Oh, I know what it is in my head, but that's no good. I can't find the words to get out of my head. Tropical lizard, beginning with I. Is that an iguana? Right, inventor. No, it's not an inventor. Innovator. Blank E, blank N, blank E, blank. Blank E, blank N, blank E, blank. Genius. Innovator. Yeah, I'm doing it again. This is how we rock and roll. Oh, shoot. Right. New ideas. She inspired. No, I don't know. Right, what's 14 down? Beloved, favoured. Blank O, blank U, blank A, blank. Beloved or favoured? Don't know. My brain's just not working. Anyway, that isn't cutting the mustard, is it? Oh dear. Right. Now, where was I? Before I was so rudely interrupted by the postman. 6. Aha. ABs, which this pen is great for. 6. And now 4s. That crossword is really going to annoy me. I know it. Two, 3 and 4. This one. This is definitely a mixture of drills. And the last one that I'm going to do on camera is the 3s. Yes, it's amazing what I can do, isn't it, when I'm not sidetracking. Right, I need a 4. Need a 3. I need a 3. Oh, that turned into a 2. Need another 3. And one more 3. And another 3. Right, now we'll do this. We are nearly done. Thank God, you say. Thank God. This has been a long one. And a very waffly one. Wow. Nearly done. Last little lot. What am I going to have for dinner tonight? I don't know. I should be putting that curtain rail up. I found the drill, so realistically I should be doing that properly. Moving it along to the end. Well, I went out yesterday to try and find the tension rod to hang the paintings on. Could I find one? Well, one that was, shall we say, a reasonable price. I think IKEA's the place to go, but then I don't drive anymore. How much are IKEA in? I did have one. Oh, I wonder if it's in the, could be in the airing cupboard. I'll go and have a look. The boiler cupboard. I won't do it now. I'll do it off camera screen because there's only so much you can cope with. Oh, Dunham, we've got one for £4. Plus the £3.95 for shipping it. So that's £7. Still not bad price. Hold on a minute. I did IKEA and I typed in that. So why am I just getting that from other ones? IKEA. There we go. Yeah, look at that. One for £2.50 curtain rod. Or there's even one for £1.50. I think I'll go for the £2.50 one. Should have ordered that when I ordered all those other things from IKEA, but I didn't realise at the time. Because actually they would do well in my office to hang up all the ones in there. Oh, my office that I hardly ever go to, I will state. It's only because it's on the top bloody floor. And stairs really kill me. Oh well. Right, there we have it. Oh, should I just do those? Because they're just sort of sat there lighter colour, aren't they? Yes, let us quickly do the ticks, just to round it up. The ticks, the ticks. Where are the ticks on any farm side animal? Three and I'm finding all these. There we go. Right. So on that note, I'm now going to love you and leave you. And don't worry, I'm waiting for the funny farm to come and pick me up. So you won't need to call them to chase them up. Okay. See you soon. Love you all.